Hello, 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 beloved souls. It's Divine Masculine Monday. We have a beautiful, beautiful, super flower blood moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio. Wow. Right? Wow. Wow, 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 wow. A lot going on. Right? Scorpio's about death and rebirth, endings and new beginnings. That's huge during this time. It's a flower moon, right? And flowers are beautiful seeds that are planted, right, deep within the soil and then sprout up, right? So it starts out in the darkness and then reaches up towards the light, like we're all doing, right? We're always reaching for our North Star, reaching for the beautiful sunshine. So, a lot of deep, intense emotions are coming up, and it's eclipse season. And eclipses come to shake things up, really drag forth from us the things that are not serving us anymore, right? Really crack us open, just like a seed gets cracked open under the soil so that it could sprout up. That is the blessing of this energy during this time. So, want to see what this message has for everyone, right? So we're going to tap in to the beautiful divine masculine energy. Thank you, angels and guides, for being here with me in the divine masculines. We're going to go through several decks today, and just see what messages Gaia, Luna, the angels, everyone has up there. So thank you, angels. Thank you, guides. What do the divine masculines need to know about this beautiful full moon energy? How is this going to bless them at this time? All right, two. Angels, thank you guys. Anything else? All right, let's start with those two messages. Amazing. So, first card out was Antelope, right? With decisiveness. Make a decision and take appropriate action. So, this is about not just forcing things, divine masculine, right? And we keep talking about this week after week about you guys needing to tap into your intuition. This is about taking action after you get the intuitive guidance, right? After you've been intuitively led, not just forcing things from a logical standpoint, but really just tapping in with the energies of your higher self and being like, what is going to serve my greatest and highest good right now, right? What steps can I make that are going to lead to the highest timeline? Like, what's going to serve me big picture wise? And only taking action when you're inspired to action, not again forcing it just because you feel like in your masculine energy that you have to make something happen at this time. You're really being guided to trust into your intuition at this time and let that propel you forward. Okay. And then, wow, lion, courage. I love that. Ask for what you want. You are the divine masculine, right? If anyone can stand up and stand forward and speak their truth, right? And roar and be heard, it's going to be you. So you need to be really clear about what it is that you're desiring at this time, right? Be really clear about what your intentions are, right? What are you releasing with the energy of this full moon? What were you intending to manifest with the new moon that we just had, right? These are things. And be really, really clear with the universe because the universe is supporting you wholeheartedly right now to take big steps and to move forward. But you need to be clear about that, right? No, like, sitting on the fence and oh well, maybe this maybe that, like no, make it like you're at a fork in the road. Just be like, all right, I'm gonna go left and let the universe show up and support you in that decision, right? It doesn't matter which decision you make because in spiritual truth there's no wrong move, but make a choice. You have free will. Make a choice and allow the universe to support you. And if it's off track to what your big picture spiritual goal is, you'll be shifted back to your road for your highest and greatest good, and maybe you just need to learn some lessons along the way, right? But don't be afraid to make a decision. Koala, empathy. Speak less and listen more. Speak less and listen more. See how big those beautiful ears are, right? Two ears, one mouth. And this is not just an energy for you. It seems to be going on in a collective, but this is just encouraging you. Like, really tap in and listen. Tap in and listen. If you're listening instead of just running your jabs and talking a mile a minute, right? You're picking up things. You're learning things, right? Sometimes you're learning what to do. Sometimes you're learning what not to do. But either way, you're still learning things along the way, right? So it's a matter of just really tapping in and again listening to your intuition, right? If you're empathic, these are feelings, right? This is what you're feeling in your body when it's a in the street we call it like a vibe. Like you just feel it. You know when you walk into the room and you feel something. You know when you're next to someone's energy and you feel something, right? That's that like empathic gift that you have, right? That you're picking up on it. So start trusting those hunches, right? And start tapping in and just listening to those that are around you. And I don't mean listening like taking their words and making it your like scripture or your sermon. I mean, like just paying attention to the shit that people are saying around you. Are they speaking life over you? Are they speaking life over themselves? Or are they um are they speaking in low vibrational manners that are just drawing you back down to the darkness, drawing you back down to the bullshit, like rehashing your past? One of my mentees called me, and was just really in a panic and fear energy, right? And I had to like stop and guide her and be like, pause. You're having conversations with people that are basing all of their actions out of fear, right? They're not living from love, they're living from fear. So if you're perpetuating fear, the universe is just giving you that back to you, right? Because what you put out, you get back, right? Three times. But if you're putting out love and putting out hope and putting out joy and putting out expectation of goodness, and that's what you're going to be receiving back, right? So it's this energy of really tapping into your intuition and really paying attention. And because this is an eclipse season, right, as you're listening and as you're filtering and as you're using discernment, you're going to see the people, places, and things that are no longer serving you. And you're going to be guided to shift away from those things. And it's going to take courage, right? It's going to take a lot of courage for you to maybe walk away from the past, walk away from old parts of yourself that are no longer serving you, but it's worth it, right? So it's really time to just be really clear. Get clear, 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 clear. Wow, bottom of the deck, divine masculines, cougar, confidence. Be bold and take charge. Be bold and take charge. You are the divine masculine. You are the complete divine masculine. You are the absolute beautiful perfection of the masculine energy of the most high God. Don't forget that about yourself, right? Move forward. And again, it's okay to just make a decision. Like just make a choice. Sometimes we make choices and we have to deal with the consequences of those and we don't like it, right? Because no matter what choice you make, you have to deal with the consequences, good, bad, or indifferent. But make a choice and move forward on your goals, on your dreams. And again, if you get off course, you have a whole spiritual team behind you that's going to guide you. This moon is here to guide you, to help you release the shit that is no longer serving you so you can have a clear path, right? It's here to like illuminate things that may have been hidden from you so that you can see clearly, so that you can move forward. It's all here for you. And the eclipses is coming here to rock the boat, to get that shit, to shake shit up. Like it's going to make you very uncomfortable because that's what you need at this time to move forward. But don't be scared. Remember, you are the divine masculine, right? Be courageous, be confident, speak your truth. Okay. Let's see what else we have. Let's go straight to Gaia. Thank you, Gaia. What do you got for the divine masculines at this time? Thank you, Gaia. What do I need to know about this full moon, lunar, lunar eclipse? So, well, here, actually, let's start here because we were just talking about this fog veil, right? As we approach the full moon, the light gets brighter and brighter and brighter, right? So, things that were hidden, things that maybe weren't clear for you are becoming clear. And if they're not clear, they're going to get very, very clear. Right? The fog is being lifted. Why? Because you have the support of the universe behind you to help you move forward. That's why they're telling you to be courageous. That's why they're telling you to be confident. That's why they're telling you to get ready to make a choice. All right? Get ready to make a move. And don't be scared to make that move because the universe all the way has your back no matter which way you go. All right? The rain with the purification. The eclipse is here to cleanse, again, to shake things up, to cleanse and release the things that are no longer serving you. You're going to be purified. You're going to be healed. You're going to be loved. You're going to be refreshed. You're going to be rejuvenated. And it may not feel like that, right? Like when you're walking in the fog and you can't really see, like it doesn't necessarily feel like that. It doesn't feel like this is going to be a good thing, but it is. It's going to be such a blessing to you, okay? I love it. Music coming in with harmony. So many of you are connecting to your team of light through music, right? I mean, some of you are musicians or artists or singers or writers and poets, composers, however that goes, and that's beautiful. Producers, that's amazing, and that's how you're going to be getting your voice out, sharing your gifts, sharing your words, sharing your story with people. But for others, this is your team of light. This is how they connect with you, right? You hear messages, you hear guidance through different songs, through different music. You're feeling the frequencies of certain vibrations, and it's changing in you. So maybe even you're getting shifts in how you're receiving music, like things that you liked before don't really resonate with you anymore because you're growing, shifting, and evolving. And so there might be people around you within your circle that are like just don't understand you, right? Like they think that like, oh, you changed, or you think you're so much better. But it's here we go. Let's talk about R. Kelly, right? Like I grew up, I'm a 70s baby, right? So I grew up during that time when R. Kelly was popping. But the first like two times I heard that he was touching little girls, it was quiet for me. Like I'm like, oh, done, tired. Like I don't care how much I might like the beat or the song or the lyrics. I'm not gonna be supporting someone who's using their gift to hurt and harm young girls, right? Like I'm not doing that, right? So the same people I grew up with all like the music. When the music comes on, they're like, and I'm like, it doesn't resonate with me anymore because now the lyrics are no longer about like a man with a woman in my mind. Now I'm listening to him like he's talking to a little girl, and it shuts me down, turns me off. Fucking Sahara down there, right? Dry desert, disgusting, can't do it, right? And so it's like that kind of shift. So it's not like, oh, I think I'm better. No, I shifted because I just don't resonate. I don't relate to that anymore, right? It doesn't do the same thing for me. And so that's a lot of what's going on in the collective, right? You're just like not resonating with what you used to resonate with, right? Like listen, I grew up on Biggie and Pac and Kim and R. Kelly and all that shit, right? And a lot of that music I still like. But I listen to music nowadays and I'm just like, oh, it's kind of like cringing, right? Like I'm not really into trap music. And not because I wasn't listening to violent music at some point. No, but because I know what the platform is and how you can use your powers for good. And I know how music sticks in our mind, right? You hear a song and you're singing that shit in your head all day. Well, what are the words that you're singing to yourself all day? You know what I mean? What are the words that are playing back in your mind all day? Right? These are the things. So allow the music that you're listening to be of a vibration and be formatted in a way that it's benefiting you, right? Like maybe some of you want to create a playlist that is like your confidence playlist or your courage playlist or your motivational playlist, right? Things that just get you hype. You hear it, you going to get that money, you going to the gym, you going to feel good. That's when you go get your like, your hair done, you're going to get a shape up, like whatever it is that you do to hype yourself up, right? And maybe that is trap music. Maybe that is Biggie or R. Kelly. I don't give a fuck what you listening to. That's on you. Like, I'm just saying, when you're playing it in your mind, how does it make you feel vibrationally? Right? When I hear R. Kelly vibrationally, it lowers my vibration. So now I can't do that. When I hear Biggie, my vibration is high. It's lit. Even if he's talking about freaking shooting people. You know what I'm saying? Pac was really freaking aggressive, but he still raises my vibration because I understand the power and the passion behind his words and his thoughts. You know what I mean? So just understand that. So many of you are getting this connection in music, right? Again, maybe making a playlist to help get you decide, get you going while you're making your decision, right? Really listening to the lyrics, and if you're hearing something often, like you can't get away from a song, right? Like you just can't get away from a song. Not even a song you necessarily like necessarily, but you like going to a store, you hear it, and a car passes and you hear it, and you're on a bus and you hear it, you're like, what the fuck is with this song? Right? There's something there for you. So just start tapping in and paying attention. Summer solstice, radiant, shining bright. So between now and the beginning of summer, again, a lot of shifts are going to be coming, but this is shifts that are for your greatest and higher good. The decisions that you're making right now, right, are clearing the way and opening up pathways for you to really move forward your goals and dreams. There's so many beautiful gifts here for you, right? So don't fear the decisions that you have to make at this time, right? Again, no matter which way you go, you can't make a wrong choice in spiritual truth. Some roads may take a little bit longer, but it doesn't mean that it's the wrong road, all right? Bottom of the deck, fire, passion. All right. Use that energy. Really passionate energy. Again, intense, intense energy right now with this beautiful solar full blood flower moon eclipse in Scorpio. Allow it to be a benefit to you. All right. Next. Oh, gateway. Sorry, guys. My bad, divine masculines. All right. Thank you, angels. Thank you, guys. What divine masculines need to know. Thank you. Accept what is. I accept and embrace my inner majesty. I accept and embrace my inner majesty. Be okay with where you're at. There's so much about you guys not tapping into your intuition, so much about you guys like overthinking. Like, literally, be okay with where you're at. No one's perfect. And that's not even why you incarnated. You're not here to be perfect. You're here to grow and evolve and learn and like expand. Like, how do you learn? By making mistakes, by fucking things up, right? So where are you right now? Again, if you're at a crossroads, that's fine. Accept where you're at, right? I'm at a crossroads. I need to make a decision. Cool. Like, maybe make a list, right? If I go left, here are the pros to that choice and the cons to that choice. And if I go right, here are the pros to that choice and here are the cons to that choice, right? Maybe like, if it's that, if you can't even do it that way, fucking flip a coin. Literally flip a coin. Take a coin, flip a coin. Normally, when you flip a coin, you already know what answer you want by the time it's in the air. Flip a coin and let that be your decision and just fucking move forward. And let what be, and let what may, and just let it happen. But make like, literally tap into your energy. What do I really want my life to be like, right? Like, I want to feel good. Like, I want to just be happy. I'm trying to be abundant. I'm trying to laugh every day. I'm trying to have amazing sex. I'm trying to travel. I'm trying to eat delicious foods. Like, what do you want your life to be like? What do you want that to look like? And I just be like, fuck it. I'm either gonna stay here and do this, or I'm gonna go do that. Universe, guide me. What's gonna serve my highest and greatest good? Boop. Heads this, tails that. Use a fucking pendulum. I use a pendulum all the time, so I freaking have a talisman on me always. I always have pendulum something. I make a choice. Make a choice. You'll be all right. You'll be guided. And if you're not making a choice that is leading into your highest and greatest good in your soul's path, you'll be guided away from that choice. Either way, you'll be fine. But be okay where you're at. You guys are doing too much, divine masculines. Week after week in your heads, you just like overthinking, overanalyzing, overjudging yourselves. Right? It's like, stop. It's not that serious. It's like when you ask somebody something, it's a yes or no question, and they want to give you a whole story. Yes or no? Fucking yes or no? You hungry? Yes, no. Tired? Yes, no. I don't need to hear nothing about nothing else. Yes or no. If I need further information, I will ask further questions. Make a choice. Woo! Angels. What else do the divine masculines need to know? They doing the most. Receiving from angels, of course. Shimmering wings of angels embrace me with love. Shimmering wings of angels embrace me with love. Receiving from angels, because they're always talking to you and guiding you. You guys are not listening. Week after week after week, divine masculine, we're talking about the same thing. Trusting your intuition, tapping into the signs and synchronicities that you're getting. Be open to it. Like, literally, be open to it. Whatever this is that is holding you in fear, that it has you freaking like in bondage right now from making a choice. It's time to just be clear and make a choice. And I know it might be fucking scary, right? Especially when we have our loved ones in the background that are giving us advice from for our good, right? This is, I'm trying to help you. They mean well. I tell you, they mean well. However, most of those people, most of those people are making decisions and giving you advice from a space of fear. That is not conducive to your future. That is not conducive to your path. That's not conducive to your highest, greatest good. That's not conducive to your happily ever after. That is keeping you stuck in the land of illusion and fear. That is keeping you stuck in the land of mediocre and basic. That is keeping you stuck in misery and dysfunction and addictions and distractions and bullshitting and lack of accountability and all the other ways that it plays out. It's not a good look. Okay, not a good look. People want to judge you for taking a chance on your goals and dreams, but they're not taking a chance on theirs. They're not the people to listen to, right? People want to judge your relationships, but they're miserable or single. They're not the ones to listen to, right? Like, listen to the people that are living from a space of love. Listen to people who are walking the talk and doing the talk. And if it's not those people, then maybe those are not the people to listen to right now. Not saying that they're not giving you guidance from a place of love, that they don't mean well, because that's not the truth at all. But sometimes their love is encapsulated in fear, it's cloaked in fear. And since they haven't done the work to do their healing yet, they're not really in the space or the place to give you the guidance that you need for your healing, growth, evolvement, and evolution. You know what I'm saying? So use discernment. And sometimes it is just the message and not the messenger, right? Sometimes you do need to hear a harsh message, and it does come from somebody within your tribe who is living in fear, but use discernment for the message, right? Had crackheads give me dope ass advice. I've been in front of the liquor store and had the drunk, guy in the block give me amazing advice. Homeless people that are kind of like mentally in and out on the train that might like snap into it one day and say some dope spiritual deep shit and snap back out of it and be back. You never know, right? The messages come in anywhere. The divine can use anyone at any time for anything. Use discernment. Listen to the messages. If you're hearing a message and it's being repeated, again, fuck the messenger. Listen to the message that's coming to you several times for a reason. You're getting the guidance. You guys just aren't paying attention. Giving birth. I'm giving birth. I'm. I am bringing forth new and dynamic energy into the world. This is what you're doing right now, but you have to make the choice to do it, right? Because you have free will. You could stay stuck forever, but what was the purpose of doing all that work? What is the purpose of dreaming, of desiring, of wishing, of hoping, praying, meditating, studying? What was the purpose of all of that? To just not do anything? No, this is the time. And you're being supported at this time. It's gestating. Bottom of the deck, starting fresh. It's so funny. I saw that earlier. I was wondering if it was going to pop out. A wonderful new beginning is blossoming in my life. This full moon eclipse is giving you everything you need in order to start living your best life. Now, I'm not saying that's going to be like, oh, somebody hands me a check for $1 million and all of a sudden my life changed. No, I'm talking about like everything you need at a soul level, shifting your DNA, clearing distorted patterns, releasing generational curses, showing you the karmic relationships in your life, like giving you the triggers that you need to fucking heal, grow, and evolve, like releasing the bullshit so that you could really move forward, so that you can start new. It's pulling all the weeds out of your garden. It's cleaning house so that you have nothing but a clean slate to stand on. And the angels are supporting you like, this is lit right now. And you're not going to be giving birth. You're not like growing a baby in a tainted womb, right? When the mothers are pregnant, what do they got to do? They got to start eating right. They got to start resting. They got to start preparing for the baby to arrive, right? You're getting ready. It's like you're gestating, right? Or almost like, what do they call it? What do they call it? Nesting, right? It's like almost at this time, like getting things prepared. Like, yeah, I'm getting things in order because I know that I have a baby coming, right? Because we know that we have a baby coming. So when you know something's happening, you get things in order. That is this, right? You know it's happening, whatever it is that you desired. You know it's happening, so start getting things in order and preparing for it. Stop stalling it out. Stop talking yourself out of it. Stop listening to people that don't do shit, ain't got shit, ain't about shit. Fuck them people. Real talk. All right. Thank you, angels. I know, curse y'all out and call it angels. It is what it is. Thank you, angels. Forgiveness. Forgiveness is a healing balm. Forgiveness is for you and for the other. Forgiveness allows us to release the poison of pain and bitterness and fear and anger and resentment that's residing within our bodies, and to release it. It does not mean that what had happened was okay. It doesn't mean that who had did it was good or that they get another pass. It means I know what happened. I'm gonna let it go because I don't want to live like this anymore. There was a lesson there. I'm gonna receive it and I'm gonna move forward. You are gonna be on timeout, or you might have to stay in the corner, or this, everything between us might change. Discernment is there. Boundaries are gonna be set, right? Boundaries need to be set, but really let it go. And forgiving yourself, right? Like forgiving yourself in this moment for not being okay with where you're at. Forgiving yourself in this moment for not being as far as you want to be, right? It's like you're mad at yourself for not being there yet, but you're not making the choice to be there, right? It's like because you're so mad, so cursing yourself out that you're just stuck in. It's like literally, it's like they're showing me like you're at a fork in the road and just standing there, and instead of making a choice, you're just mad about the fact that you even came this way, and now you have to make the choice because you could have went a different way and there wouldn't have been a fork in the road, right? So instead of just being alright with the fact that you're here now and now you have to make a decision, it's like, oh, well, I didn't have to go here, I could have just made another turn, right? Like, uh, right, already, like we already passed the exit. We passed the exit. The fuck. Now we passed the exit. Now this is where we're at. You're gonna go fucking left or you're gonna go right. The fuck? Like, why are you still talking about that? We passed the exit. What are you gonna do? Back up on the highway? It makes no sense, right? So you gotta just like let it go, dude. Let it go. As much for yourself as for the people in your environment, right? How long are you gonna be mad at your parents? How long are you gonna be mad at your baby moms? How long are you gonna be mad at your baby father? How long are you gonna be mad at that teacher that says some shit to you? How long are you gonna be mad at that school, that job? Like how? Like let it go. Let it go. Let them go. Your boss is the asshole. You can't stand it every time you go to work. You're miserable. Find another job. Start working for yourself, right? You don't have a good relationship with your parents. Cool. Separate yourself as much as you can and figure out how you can heal that from a spiritual level, right? Sometimes you can heal separately. When my mother and I were out, like I wasn't trying to have conversations and deeply bond with her and do all the other shit. No, like I took a step back and I tapped into the Most High. I called the Holy Spirit. I called in my angels. Listen, this is not a good look right here. I don't like the feelings that I get in these situations, right? And they revealed a lot of things to me. Like I had to remember, she was a teenage mom. She did the best she could from where she was at. Does that give her a pass or make the things that happened that were fucked up okay? No. But it gave me a greater understanding. It had allowed me to have some compassion and some empathy, right? To release the bitterness and anger and to move forward. I'm a mother as well. I don't want that relationship or that anger or that bitterness or that resentment to be in a relationship that I have with my children. So I definitely wanted to heal it because I'm not trying to pass it on. You know what I'm saying? So I had to do that alone. And as you heal, your family heals. 7 generations forward, 7 generations back. So when you do get back together, because when I did finally start talking to my mother again, we were both on different pages, right? She was at a different vibration than the last time I had spoken to her. It was a very different conversation. So sometimes you have to just do the work alone and let it go and move forward and have the courage and the confidence, like they told you, to do so and to know it's okay. This is an eternal game, right? It's okay. Like there's no rush. Just get it done. Make a move. Take a step. Voyage, right? Moving forward, traveling forward, take a step. I mean, for some of you, it's literally you're going to be traveling and moving, and this is like your sign that, like, yes, this trip is coming. Yes, I am making this move. Yes, the universe is supporting you in your travels, in your endeavors, in your relocation. But this is really about you moving forward, moving forward, having the courage to move forward, to make the choice. Just get going, move in the flow. Again, with the music, right? Because whales and like dolphins, right? They communicate through sound. So again, you're going to be hearing a lot of messages through music, the frequencies of different music and vibrations. Some of you are even picking up on newer ones, right? If you're a musical creator, even some of your music might change, or you might start looking at different genres to incorporate into your music, right? Things like that. Anything else from here, my beautiful ones? All right, they just want me to show you bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck, truth. The truth shall set you free. This is you speaking your divine truth. This is you living in your divine truth. This is you living in your sovereignty, in your majesty, in your power, in your love. And this is also the divine showing you that you're protected, right? It's like even in the middle of all that's going on, this beautiful tree is here, protected, covering you, sheltering you from any darkness that you might feel is coming your way. So you're okay. So it's okay to speak your truth. It's okay to stand in your truth. It's okay to be one with your truth. It's okay to to embrace your power and your your majesty, your sovereignty. Like it's okay. Like know that you're fine. And even if darkness or some chaos might try to come at you, you're good. You're protected. The divine is there to protect you, to shelter you. Okay. All right. Last but not least, thank you, angels. Thank you, guys. I love it. What do the divine masculines need to know? Okay. Trust the niggle. Yo, if y'all don't tap into your intuitions or follow these messages, what is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? What is it telling you? Divine masculines. Yo, y'all, how stubborn are you gonna be? Like, tap into your intuition. You are getting guidance. You're getting these feelings. You're getting the signs, the synchronicities. You're hearing the songs. You're seeing commercials. People, you're hearing messages on like the side. Like literally everywhere you go, everywhere you see, there's signs, there's synchronicities. You're not going to tell me otherwise. You are getting pits, like feelings in the pits of your stomach. You're getting chills up your spine. You're getting all of that. And it's like you're purposely being um oblivious. It's mind-boggling to me. It's mind-boggling to me. Because this thing that you're avoiding is everything that you wanted. This full moon is about abundance and romance and passion and love and opportunity. What are you gonna do with it? How, like you literally have to make a choice. Yo, making me get grounded. Fucking empaths, right? Because we didn't talk about that already. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. They're empathic. You need to get grounded. Why do we get grounded? Why do we go outside and connect with nature? So we can tap into our intuition, so that we can clear our channels and tap into our higher guidance so that we can get clear, direct guidance from the most high God and from our higher self. Why pray for something if you don't really want it? Like, think about it. Like, why ask for something if you don't want it? Because you ask and you know it's like, cool, let's do it. And now you're like, but like, make a choice. It's like, oh, I want to go to Hawaii. Oh, you want to go to Hawaii? Cool. All right. So, go look online, figure out when the airline tickets are, and then look up the hotel and just let me know what the price is, right? Basically, that's what the universe is like. Oh, you want to go to Hawaii? Cool. All right. So, figure out when you want to go, how much it is, where you're going to stay, if you're taking anybody, maybe the things you need. Just let me know, like, what the price is. All right, cool. And you're like, all right. And then, like, 2 weeks later, you're like, oh, I thought we were going to Hawaii. And they're like, you never gave me the price, the airline ticket, the hotel. And they're like, oh, I thought that you were going to help. It's like, I am helping. I said, let me know how much everything is and I will pay for it. And you're like, oh, okay. And then 3 weeks later, it's like, oh, well, I was thinking maybe we can go if that's okay. And you're like, I said, you decide what you want and I will pay for it. I don't care when the date is. I don't care how many people go. I don't care what hotel it is. I don't care if you take a direct flight, 10 flights. I don't care if you do a roundabout. How much is it? And you still talking about some other shit. I don't know. Right. This is feels like the world's falling apart, doesn't it, divine masculine? Right? That's why. That's why you're stuck. Because you feel like your world is falling apart. Everything that you knew is falling apart around you. Because it's supposed to. That's what this eclipse is, a crumbling of the bullshit. Let's look very clearly. everything that's falling away is dark and dank and not serving, rigid, um, stoic, holding you back from the divine essence and power. And all that's going to be left are blessings, abundance, fertility, prosperity, divine well being. See the difference? When you release this, all you have left is the light of ascension. And it's leading you back to your sovereignty, it's leading you back to your power. So, yeah, these eclipses are coming in hot and heavy for you. And it's really, really, really being suggested to you that you stay grounded and you stay open and you pay attention. Now, I ask you again, why are you praying for stuff if you don't really want it? If you want it, make a choice. Have the confidence to make the choice. Say something, speak up, ask for what you want. Be okay with where you're at and be ready to go to the next step. Ask for what you want. Be okay with where you're at. Get ready to move forward. You have a fresh start coming. This shit that fell away is because there's no space there. You see space there for the nonsense? No. Under this card was what? Believing in magic. It's time for you to tap into that energy. Time for you to tap into that energy. Be okay with where you're at and letting this go because this is leading to this. When you let this go, when you're okay with just letting it go once and for all, you get to start all over again. You get to start all over again on a stronger foundation, better people surrounding you, right? In a higher vibrational state, feeling better about yourself, having the courage, having the confidence, like feeling good about yourself because you know that you did this, forgiving yourself, learning, growing, being okay with the fact that you made some mistakes, and learning to stand strong in your decision. This beautiful summer solstice card is a huge reminder to you, divine masculines, to tap into your solar plexus and clear that energy out. Your solar plexus is the divine masculine energy. That is our power center. That is our inner sun. Can you trust your own gut instincts? Clear your sacral chakras, divine masculine. That is your second chakra. That is the orange. That is your divine feminine essence. Clear that so you can tap into your intuitive guidance. They are together as one in this circle of continuity. They need to work together. The masculine and the feminine need to work together. You need to tap into those energies and get clear, 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 clear on all aspects of your life. It's time to move forward. All right. And tap and like start listening, yo, because you're gonna start hearing some music, some sounds, some shit. There's a lot there for you. Maybe you've been getting ringing in your ears lately, and your ear chakras are opening up. Maybe you're clairaudient, and that's a new gift that you have, or something that you weren't aware of and that you're tapping into. There's a lot going on in this whole ear chakra with the music, with vibrations, all that stuff. So tap into it. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Anyway, I love you. God loves you. Angels surround you, and I will see you next week. Later, beloveds.